To make this painting today, you're going to need some kind of drawing or watercolor paper, crayons, watercolor paint, and maybe even a little bit of salt. The first step is to find some leaves in your backyard. Look for some leaves that have just fallen and are still a little soft. If you find some leaves that are a little crunchier, they might break under your paper. Try to find a variety of different kinds of leaves to make your paper more interesting. Carefully place the leaves under your paper. Then choose a colored crayon and press hard on top of the leaves until the impression shows through. You can choose any colors you want. On this paper, I'm using cool colors to help complement the warm pumpkin that I created earlier. If you don't have watercolor paint, you could just simply stop after this step. This would still make a really nice background, or this could be an art piece all by itself. Here I'm making leaves that are going off the page to make my piece even more interesting. Before you start painting, don't forget to wake up your colors with some fresh, clean water because watercolor always needs a lot of water. It shouldn't look like your thick, normal paint that you might use. It should be a little bit more transparent and loose. When you're painting this, since we used crayon, you can paint right over top of your crayon rubbing, and the crayon is made up of a waxy material, so it will actually resist the paint and still show up underneath. Here I'm adding a little tiny bit of salt on my really wet paint. When it dries, it's going to leave a really cool speckled effect when it's all finished, but it only works if you put it on top of the paint while it's still really wet. If you're using this as the background piece to your pumpkin you just created, let it dry, then cut out your pumpkin and glue it on top.